Hello. Gonna do a Gungeon. It's, what, Saturday, like the 23rd? 25th. It's close. At least I knew what day of the week it was. It's getting harder and harder to do that. So we have full immunity to dots, to any elemental-based damage in the game. This volume is too loud, so after I get to a safe spot, we'll be turning that off. The pitchfork is not that great, but it's also not bad, and it has a lot of synergies. And it's a second weapon, which is fine and useful for early bosses. I think as long as it's not the Bullet King, we should be good at immolating as well. There's no yeah, I think everybody else can be lit on fire, and I think the fire is actually pretty potent, especially if it's the trigger twins. The fact that I have thought about this contingency means it's most likely going to be the Bullet King. That's how it goes. Ooh, that was weird. It's like today started off all rainy. It's got real nice, real quick. No, it's not going to be the Bullet King. Okay. That's actually great. I guess fire is not quite as crazy good on these guys as I thought it would be. Maybe it's only when they're standing in a fire pit for an extended period of time. Whoa, that was a little close. I don't know why I jumped at the battle here quite so quickly, but hopefully it turns out all right. Man, yesterday I played Kyle's. He made like an RPG mod for this game where you get to level stats and stuff, and it's really cool. It ran into a problem while we were playing it where I ended up basically like capped on everything. But I feel like a mod or a mode in a game where you're able to level up without, you know, the enemies being higher level or anything like that, or the game itself being harder, is it's gonna hit that wall at some point. I mean, I think maybe if he had someone who could clear the game on the regular, but not quite such a guaranteed, you know, not someone that's on such a win streak, he could have had more like accurate testing as to whether or not it gave too much or didn't give enough to the player. But by the end, it seemed like it was a rolling scale. Like it took more experience per level to get to the next level. So say level 1 took 100 experience, and you get, I'm guessing, I didn't really like look at where the experience came from, but I'm guessing experience is from a combination of kills and enemy health removed. I don't think it's just purely kills, whereas killing a gnat or like a bullbat would be in the same, like, the same amount of experience as killing like an Iron Maiden or a boss or anything like that. I think that it's much more likely that it's this no key shit sucks. Much more likely that it's based on the amount of health. The way that I was trying to think of what it was that tends to put health into the account. I don't know, actually. I don't know if there's anything in the game that doesn't count all kills as equal. This first floor is a little underwhelming so far, but we do have poison immunity, which is a great thing to have. Or we have all dot immunity. Whew, that was close. I did not want to go or want to go run and find that. There's a lot of stuff. So in the RPG thing, there were stats like damage, reload speed, movement speed, coolness, shop prices, and something else. Oh, health. There's one where if you put 4 levels into health, it would give you another heart piece. You would then have to you'd have to go out of your way to put the ammo into or put the health into the heart piece. It'd be an empty container, but and it was kind of cool. Maybe I feel like the health one was the least useful, but again, I feel like I'm not necessarily the right tester for a situation like that, because I don't very often need health. I don't know. There are times by the end, like I always want to make sure that I have as much health as possible, but there's not a lot of times where it feels like I'm going to need more. And the thing about about leveling up is the more floors you go to, the more powerful you're going to be by the end, regardless of like items received or things like that. Like, it kind of made me think about, like, earlier when I started playing the game, sometimes I felt in order to get farther in the game, it was actually more worthwhile to not go to the oubliette, and definitely not to the Abbey, because there was the opportunity that I could actually lose health on the way there, or on the way through it, and end up in a worse condition than I started. That's not typically the case now, with the combination of like my performance getting better on average, and yikes, and the game itself getting a little bit more generous with health and things like that. The combination of those two things has made it so that I don't really feel like, recently, it's very often that I'm like desperate for health by the time I'm at the end of the game, because there's so many opportunities. Like in that run, the run I used his mod for, I actually I managed to not lead God by a long shot. Like, I think I got hit on the first boss, got hit on the second boss, maybe, or the third. I got hit a bunch. I think I only flawlessed 3 of the bosses, or 2, I don't know, but it was like stupid damage I was taking overall. And like, I played it kind of probably the way I would play absolutely any run. Oh my god. We're getting Scattershot now. Scattershot now is a little risky because it's so early and you don't, like, I don't have a lot of guns that can make good use of it, but oh my god. I also should have probably just waited until I could have potentially stolen it, especially now that I see there's a YV shrine. I love Scattershot, and I think it's worth getting every time. It was dumb the way in which I got it, but I am never gonna pass up on Scattershot. I've actually had runs where Scattershot has been mostly negative, but even still, for me, it's worth the risk of that being the case, because it's so much more likely that you're gonna get a gun that does really big damage, either on post shot damage or just in and of itself, so that the amount of damage down per shot doesn't really matter. Like, I think it's something like each shot does 35% of the regular damage. Wait, I need to actually look it up. That's not something I know. Scatter. Each projectile does 55%. Wow. So if all three hit, you're doing 165% of the damage that you were doing if you didn't have scatter shot, just for the shot. So accuracy boosts, homing bullets, bouncy bullets, anything that gives you the chance to hit more frequently than you usually would, or than you would with it being a little bit less accurate with them all firing at the same time. I didn't realize it was 55% per shot. I thought it was closer to like barely breaking even. But still, like, I still took it because there's so many guns that are benefited by it. Anything with like post-shot damage, like the Scrambler or the Genies or the Tigers or the Scrambler, Magic Lamp, Bait Launcher. What else? I guess the Mass Shotgun, which is a harder one to put in the same group. But like anything where there's the damage comes afterwards, those don't receive any beneficial or negative damage changes based on your mods. Those are just their own set damage. Oh my god, that was so lucky. I believe. At least in most instances, unless they have something like explosive bullets or something like that. But those are so good that it's worth it to risk it every time. It's like double vision is pure double damage. There's no downside. Ah, whew, that was close. But even still, I prefer scatter shot every time because it's continuous extra damage potential. Oh, keys. I love them. Pillar. A pillar of our community. Let's keep going. We will... This is most likely not going to be a YV style run. Or it's most likely going to be a YV style run, so it's most likely not going to be a freaking rat run. Run. It was kind of fun to play mods again, just because of all the little neat differences. Like, I don't know, I was playing as my character who starts with double vision in the Makarov, and is like slower and less accurate, but more... No, not greater damage, just slower and less accurate, I think. And I forgot how much, like... how much charm there is in the character. Like, that Kyle just made on his own, just as a fun project. Like, it's ridiculous. Void Marshal is fine, and we'll probably use it as we carry the old crest. Ghost Bullets are maybe fine, but I should maybe just sell them and get more YV Shrine. And I think that's what I'm going to do. God damn it. You gotta be all up in there. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go say hi to Jackie. She's back. Alright, let's see how much we can give for this. I'm thinking it's going to be 3 charges. Yeah. Okay. There's nothing else that I really feel like I'd be comfortable giving up. Especially not to get 40. Nothing that'd be worth 40 cents quickly. Probably should have checked for secrets before doing this. I guess I'll use these two. What are you gonna do tonight?
For studio?
For anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in the closing right now.
Okay.
I'm still informed.
Why?
Still back on.
Hmm. Of course. Oh. There's that. I guess. Who cares, really? God damn, that sucks. Just moved a second too early. It's a all or nothing kind of dodge roll sitch with those. I guess, yeah, there's no chance today is going to be a good day overall. Hey, cool. Take a little curse. Not really what I wanted or needed. Lost gun forcing 4. Or a gun that could be gone at any freaking moment. Yikes, that was close. It's almost right there. So I'll just get this over with this fight. And I think I'm just gonna use the glass cannon if I can. I mean, I know that it's pretty stupid to just use the glass cannon because the gun will be gone if I fuck up, but I don't want to get hit. And it's the best damage per second I have right now. That is such a shit weapon we got as payment for that, or as reward. I think we got 1 curse from going to the old man. We got a bunch of keys, so that's good. No reason to hold the glass cannon there. I'm really impressed at the glass cannon's or the amount of damage I was able to spit out with the glass cannon during that fight. And the relative speed of it, honestly. Like, I kind of thought that it would be slower. I don't have anything leading to me having like a higher rate of fire or faster reload or anything like that. I guess, yeah, I'm gonna just keep jumping into enemies this run for some reason, or jumping into bullets. Maybe both. Maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I really wonder if you lose a little bit of the damage down on pierced enemies if you have a piercing weapon already. Like, does it make the second hit not take as much of a fall off? I don't know. And I don't know how anyone would ever find out. I mean, it's obvious the scouter is how anyone would find out. Or mod the gungeon in the game directly. It'd probably just be from the scouter. Be an extremely easy way to gain that information. Now there's 3 of them. Don't know what hit me, but that doesn't matter. No heart pieces. Wow, really? Yuck. I think there's going to be 3 of those, yeah. Or 4? Looks like just 3 now, but it looked like 4 before. They made this one a little bit better, but it's still not a great thing. We already found the secret room, okay. Let's take a key, get out. I wonder what I'm going to use for bosses. The scattershot glass cannon was really good, but I don't know if that's a full-time, all-the-time style boss weapon. Or it's just like, it's fine for second floor, especially piercing the freaking snake. Alright, starting weapon might not be cutting it anymore. With the scattershot, it's fine. Just gotta, like, I gotta press in a little bit. Oh, right, fireproof. Everything proof. Sorry I'm so distractible today. There's some shit that happened with work and unemployment that's been weighing on me all day, but it's not probably a good look to talk about. Negative work stuff, especially frustration with it, especially during everything that's going on, but I don't know. I don't know what to... I don't know, it's kind of hard to, like, get my mind off of it. I'm just kind of sitting in its shadow today. Ooh. 91? I think we can make it to 91. That's only 42 more? Yeah. God. Math skills suck. I mean, I think that's right, but like the fact that it even took a second to decide that. Did I just get 1 from a big boy? I thought big boys had more money guaranteed. Oh, we had all those freaking sales creeps early on. I'm just like, spin, 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 it's not a problem. Yeah, I'm like, I'm in my own head. Sorry. Guess I'm gonna be there today. We'll just get through this run and I'll go on and do something else afterwards. That's probably good for that one. It'd be nice to get some more ammo overall. Did not expect that to be an item though. I guess we'll stick with this for now. Oh, 9. This is obviously not the world's best situation to be on. Ooh, I wonder if you can even get a YV effect from the glass guanstone. Alright, so glass guanstone actually gets ammo next, if anything does. Be really nice for some freaking money to drop. Yeah, since it's almost out, we'll use it first and we'll make sure it gets the next ammo. Well, that was the weakest possible use of it there. It's weird to see the freaking... to see the Marine's weapon... to see the Marine's weapon, reload so slow. 'Cause I guess I'm always used to having his little buff. It still feels, well, it feels as accurate as anything does with scatter shot. We only need 5 more. Okay, cool. We might be able to make it. We may be able to make it to 91. This fucking game, dude. Dude, why do these enemies not guarantee coin drops? Fuck. I thought special enemies had guaranteed coin drops over a certain amount. If you... Yep, we're not gonna make it. Wow. I thought they had guaranteed coin drops over a certain amount if you, didn't get hit. That sucks ass. They're both 91. That's cool. There we go. Mimics? No. Key and sling is good. Or, well, let's... With scattershot, I mean, we pretty much have to. So hopefully I can get... I'm not sure if what I did there was a good call, because it could have been another key. It actually should have been another key, but we'll just do that now that we can't afford the thing, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. And see if it even shows up. I know it's like not been showing up a lot recently. Already found the secret room. I may drop the remote bullets. I know that they're good for scattershot. Oh, it's still there. Still lost the key, gained a heart. There's some stuff that's going to really benefit from remote bullets, and some stuff that's going to suffer from it a little bit. With scattershot, that is. Second wave? No. YV bullets do not follow your direction. That's what's going on with that. The range on that explosion is freaking huge. That's why it kind of feels like it's going everywhere. The YV thing's not getting the memo. I wonder what this is going to do for glass cannon, because we might still be using the glass cannon as a boss weapon. Because I don't know. Because I don't know if we're going to get anything better. We still don't have anything currently. We will be, like, if a good weapon does show up, we're going to take it, of course. Those cat thrown bullets are really like throwing me off. You know, it would be great, Rubidyne Mark 1. That'd be fantastic. Man, we don't have any armor. Didn't even realize that. I think I'm gonna go back to my starting weapon. I feel like I'm burning this ammo so freaking quickly. Maybe I'll get some more into the new Mario Maker content tonight. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do after our like designated work hour. Alright, we have no curse or one curse. Somewhere between 0 and 1 in the curse. So we can totally explode that mirror. It'd be really cool to test if the chest teleporter worked here. No, it does not. It doesn't exist. Okay. It's kind of nice that they already thought of that too. Like, or it worked itself out. God, that's a lot of damage when all three of them hit. That's kind of insane. That's significant. I'm actually looking for a chest room so I can use this teleporter before anything else pops up. I'm going to see which one's the better quality chest. If green is better, we'll open green. Where the fuck could it be? So we have either 3.5 or 4.5 curse, which is not even really an amount worth thinking about. Ran into a second bullet there. Trying to use my things, trying to point them in the right direction. Alright. Another chance for an amulet. Oh, it was right here. Alright, we'll just do this one then. Put that on the next floor. Guess we're still here. It kind of looks like remote bullets don't do anything for the glass cannon. But I don't think anything was needed, really. I guess we'll get the... We get one or the other. Well, we can't use this, so it's getting sold. It's like the recoil is way too high. This one just sucks and it's uninteresting. This one we would never, ever use. I think that's good. I think that's all we need to do. We can get both of these and go. Yeah. Dude, this stuff is... I think they've raised the price. It's like surge pricing or something right now. They know there's a... this reload star. Yeah. They know there's, like... there's money to be made right now. It's kind of weird how Scattershot isn't hit fully by the freaking the RC bullets. I feel like, oh my god, I feel like that's new. Like, it used to just be one big bullet. The way that RC bullets work for shotguns. But it's right on top, huh? Right fucking on top. Just need to find a room with a bunch of bullets coming at us. Oh, well, this is probably it. Get some more bullets out there, dude. Okay. Whoa. That's fine. We don't want to take that yet. The map is the important thing. Secret room up there, shop up there, okay. That's a tough choice. Okay, we gotta do some investigating. I lost that treasure chest again, which is just like, what's the fucking point? of the chest teleporter. I guess you still have to be holding the chest teleporter to get the goddamn thing. Which means it's just a chest thief otherwise. I didn't even look where I was going. I think I went the wrong way. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, went the wrong way. Well, it all wraps around. Yeah, that's an incredible amount of freaking damage. With an incredible range. Whoops, fuck. What? Okay. You may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? So this guy can have... He could have the Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket and... God damn it. Full Metal Jacket and Elder Blank. I mean, we're going to do everything in our power to try to buy that. Or steal. Oh, nope, he doesn't have. Holy Grail would be good, though. It's not a bad weapon. We'll go there when we go there. I wonder if I can... Oh, no. It doesn't... let's see something. Nope, still just one. Okay. I wanted to try out whether or not... try and see if there was any way to get more health back than you put in. It shoots really fast, or I'm like not keeping track of how much ammo I'm using at all. Money's still looking good. There's still a small chance that we get Elder Blank. If I had been able to get the gold amulet, the Elder Blank would have been like a no contest, kind of guaranteed. That's what we would be getting, but I don't know. You gotta be like really paying attention with that one. When this explosion decides to go off. And actually, oops, that's not a lich floss. That's a leg god, though, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's a surprising glass cannon lead god run. Well, let's call a spade a spade. It's a scatter shot lead god run. If there's any one thing that's primarily responsible. It's funny how this is like never ever ever freaking just go through it version of this room. Let's see what we get here before we make any decisions. Something that does not weigh in on the matter at all. And we're going to grab this and we're going to scoot. I really thought if Scattershot can affect your roll bombs, maybe it could affect your gunner skulls. Right. It's some other form of flight other than the rat boot. Oh, this synergized with something. That's neat. So now there are certain enemies we can just ignite once and forget. Not all of them. This guy in the middle. I can take out some other stuff while he's over there just burning. See? Told you. And this gun has some freaking damage to it. It like actually surprisingly deals out some decent numbers. At least he couldn't hide. I wonder if like curtailing like ridiculousness is the only reason they didn't allow. They had to like decrease the amount of damage you could get from piercing. Whoops. Didn't see that little buckarooski. Still have problems when the bullets are slow. It is absolutely not this way, and that was stupid for me to even look down this path. But seeing that one direction made me realize which direction it is more likely to be. I'm trying to remember the name. For some reason, I think I just said One Direction, so I have boy bands on my mind right now. I'm trying to remember the name of the boy bands that from the show Gravity Falls. Like they look like 98 Degrees or any of the other ones, so it's hard to tell because they look so identical that you can't you can't place them as their own separate thing. But I think it's like 1 + 1 = U or something like that. Or 1 + 1 = 5 or 7 + 1 + 4. It's some weird, like, dumb math thing. And they, instead of calling it by the name, they call it by the, or maybe at a certain point, I think they call it by the alphabetical letters of the name, like as an abbreviation. Man, maybe I'm confusing it with something else. I don't know. Gravity Falls is a good show worth watching if you're willing to put up with the Disney quality of some of the stuff. Like, if you can get past it, it's a really good show, but it's like, there's some jokes that definitely feel like they were, you know, remember this is on Disney Channel. And it kind of sucks that they had to include that. Not that, you know, it feels out of place because the show doesn't really strike that tone the rest of the time, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It feels like the show could be a lot more kind of adult. And it really it starts to get there towards the end, but it just does feel like it has to hold back. And I wonder if that's how Steven Universe is, because Steven Universe to me feels extremely kiddie, but to Steven Universe fans it feels, I guess, what the fuck, feels really not that way at all. Okay. Glad it was a mimic, because I was afraid of how much damage I was gonna spit out. Who cares? Okay, just, again, who cares? I'm a little frustrated about that, yes. That's true. Because I did the thing that I always do, where I forget how short the reload zone is. The reload zone is, like, in terms of its straight damage, or its straight usefulness, a little problematic. They shorten the invincibility window that you have with pretty much all other invincibility items because it also absorbs bullets. It returns ammo to your pocket. And I think that makes it more difficult to use for me than a lot of the other weapons in it, or a lot of the other invincibility items in the game. I mean, I feel like I've been hit while rocking the reload stone by far more than any of the other invincibility weapons. But it's on me. It's not the game. It's on me. We're gonna use this guy. See what kind of damage we can get out with him. Too slow. I kind of like it sometimes when a lich fight goes bad, because then I can just use whatever dumb up-close strategy I want. It's like when I watch like Northern Lion or Cobalt or anybody playing Isaac and or Sinvicta, and they get to the final boss and they're this close to beating him and they have a bunch of health, so they just stand up in the boss fight to get that done as quickly as possible. I don't usually get to do that because I'm still going for that Lich Flawless. Okay, so that's 366. That's a leap year's worth of win, which 2020 is a leap year. He's leaping straight into the fucking garbage box. You still gotta let God though. So overall, just okay.